Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Good afternoon to everyone. In this video session, you have to learn about coitus and fertilization. Okay, especially fertilization event. Okay, at the time of the coitus, insemination process. This is the time to recall our introduction topic. In the human reproduction topic introduction time, the total human reproduction mechanism, it is completed by the several events. That one, gametogenesis. For understanding of gametogenesis only, we studied about in which place gametogenesis will occur. For that one, male reproductive system, female reproductive system we discussed. After that, in the male and female reproductive systems, what are the process and the gametogenesis will occur. Okay, in the male and female, that means spermatogenesis we seen and oogenesis we seen. Both spermatogenesis and oogenesis process both are controlling by the several hormones. That also we seen. In the last video, we seen by the gametogenesis what are the end products, okay, end cells that are one is a sperm cell and then ovum, how they are producing, what are their structures we seen. Then after we want to tell about we want to know about the second thing, that is insemination. After that, insemination after fertilization, next implantation, implantation after gestation, then gestation after last pasteurization. This is the events kada. So in these events, now insemination process and fertilization process wise we want to discuss. Okay, today video sessions. Okay, Nana, let me enjoy. See, Nana, look at on that board here. After gametogenesis process, by the different hormonal control in the male and female reproductive system. In male, testosterone; in female, estrogen. That too, these and all controlling by the pituitary gland. That pituitary gland will be synthesis FSH and LHS. LH hormone when the both genders are attains the puberty age. Okay. Then continuation of that topic. Copulation. Copulation is nothing but a coitus. The situationally in the male person and female person is meeting to each other, mating to each other. At the time of the mating, the sexual desirable situations, the male person releasing the semen into the female genital tract with the help of the penis. On the male reproductive system explanation time, penis function, how it will work, already we discussed. Penis is a erectable organ, that to primary sexual characteristic organ. Inside of the penis, urethra is there. Through the urethra, insemination process will occur. Okay, that urethra, of course, it will be useful for urine excretion wise also, whatever it is. So here coitus mean copulation. Then that copulation time, semen ejaculated through the penis into the vagina. That releasing of these semen into through the penis outside of the body from the man that process we call as a insemination. That means semen introduced into the female genital tract, that name vagina. Okay, that process releasing of the semen wise we called as a insemination. These insemination will occurs at the time of the copulation and coitus. Okay, then here semen containing with lot of fluids of male reproductive glands, and then it containing the spermatozoa, correct na? That spermatozoa up to that it is in inactive condition. Up to that it is inactive condition. Then when it is released into the vagina, then it want to show something motility, more fast motility it want to perform. So that want to become the activation. Which one? Spermatozoa want to become a activation. That one here I mentioned, spermatozoa acquired the ability to the fertilize of the ovum. Why it want to move? Because of released ovum. Which place onwards it is released? Ovary onwards it is released. That released ovum is present at the place of fallopian tube, that too in the middle place, isthmus, ampullary isthmus, middle place it is there. Okay, ovum. Now here introduced semen in the vagina. From the vagina to up to fallopian tube, sperm cell want to move. Because of structural understanding of that both gametes time, I said one thing, a major differences between the two gametes, male and female gametes. Male gamete sperm can able to motile, and then female gamete can't able to motile. But size wise male gamete is very smaller, and then female gamete is very bigger, and then production of gametogenesis time also, by that gametogenesis time monthly in females by the menstruation cycle only one single egg only will produce, but man is not like that. He can able to produce the millions of the sperm cells at a time. Okay, so that is a thing, reason I will tell in this in this time. Okay, then come to the point. Here these spermatozoa acquired the ability to that ability for the purpose of the fertile the ovum. So that's why here spermatozoa down I mentioned the arrow mark. These spermatozoa or sperm undergoes some of the changes female genital tract, in the female genital tract. Now here that female genital tract inside, that spermatozoa showing several physiological changes. For that physiological changes initiated by the given by the internal environment of the female reproductive tract, not only female reproductive tract internal environment, and then here physiologically the sperm cell having the several enzymes. So by the effect of that physiological changes, why I say given the name physiological, several enzyme involvement is there for acquiring of that ability. So that's why I mentioned here physiological changes. So when the spermatozoa show the something changes in the form of the physiological changes, that changes are changed process we call as a capacitation. Okay, that means inactive sperm cell will become a active nature. That process we call as a capacitation of sperm. Okay, by that capacitation of the sperm will having the ability to move and then fertile the egg. Okay, that is a thing. Capacitation word you should be remember. And then here properties of the zona pellucida and zona reactions. See, why I wrote here means when the fertilization time sperm cell will enter to up to nearby the egg, that ovum is surrounded by the zona pellucida. So here how zona pellucida is showing the several changes, like that here sperm cell also following the several physiological changes. Okay, this is so finally in this time we understand two statements. In this side heading under we understand the two statements. One is what is insemination process and then what is capacitation. Insemination means releasing of the sperm cell into the vagina, and then that released sperm cells are attains the ability of for the purpose of the fertilization of the ova, that is capacitation. Okay, now sperm cell ready to fertile. Now next step what we have to discuss, fertilization we want to discuss. So here fertilization wise, here male gamete want to necessary, female gamete want to necessary. About male gamete already we discussed. Female gamete by the menstruation cycle, the 14th day, which cell will be came out from the Graafian follicle, ovum will deliver it. That released ovum collected by the fimbriae. Remember na, female reproductive system either side is fimbriae. Fimbriae are taken to that ova to give to the infundibulum to the ampullary to isthmus. In between of the isthmus ampullary place, female gamete is there. Okay, see now. Fertilization, motile sperm cell swim and rapidly passes through the cervix, uterus, reaches the ampullary isthmus junction. Okay, already released egg, released ovum is present at ampullary isthmus junction. Okay, it is located in that, stably located in that place. So sperm cell only want to move. So sperm cell moves towards of the ovum. That movement goes on this track. First they are released into the vagina to the cervix to the uterus to the fallopian tube, that first isthmus, then ampullary. In between of ampullary isthmus place, this junction fertilization will occur. Okay, in the fallopian tube. Here very most important thing want to discuss. Already I said, from the Graafian follicle onwards, released ova. Okay, it want to move up to ampullary isthmus junction. Correct na? Okay, the movement, the migration of the transportation of released ova or secondary oocyte from the fimbriae to up to ampullary isthmus junction, that movement, that transportation we called as a conception. Okay, how it will move? Voluntarily it can able to move, it can't able to move. Okay, female gamete can't able to move. For how it will move means, the fallopian tube will be shows wave like movement with the help of ciliated columnar epithelium. Correct na? Ciliated epithelium. So by the cilia it can able to show the movement, which here it means secondary oocyte. Now released secondary oocyte condition, how it is? Okay, it is supported by the 3 layers, especially 3 layers. Inside secondary oocyte is there. That secondary oocyte வெளிய side जोना पेल्लिसिडा इरुक्कु. जोना पेल्लिसिडा के आउटर साइड करोना रेडिएटा इरुक्कु. करोना रेडिएटा के आउटर साइड क्यूमुलस layers are there. Sir, something you said, what is cumulus? In yesterday I said, here secondary oocyte present in the one corner of the Graafian follicle. So in that corner Graafian follicle cell totally covered the secondary oocyte. Those cells we will call the cumulus orifice. That cumulus layers also present. Okay, totally secondary oocyte is surrounded by the 3 membranes. One is zona pellucida, corona radiata, and then cumulus layers. Okay, these 3 layers. Now how the fertilization process occur? Here come to the second column. In the second column, capacitated sperm, that means activated sperm. What is a sperm? Shows the physiological changes in their bodies, in their nature. Those we call as a capacitation sperm. That capacitated sperm undergoes acrosomal reactions. Acrosome theriyum kadananna, that cap-like projection in the sperm cell that we called as a acrosomal reactions undergoes the acrosomal reactions. Now along with that release the various chemical content in the acrosome. Acrosome totally release several enzymes. What are that enzymes? Acrosome having the some of the acid phosphatases, correct na? Last video we seen, and hyaluronidase we seen, acrosin one of the hormone, one of the enzyme. So by these different chemical nature enzymes wise it will show several acrosomal reactions. Acrosomal reactions, okay. Then so all the acrosomal reactions we called as a, simply all reactions we called as a sperm lysins. All the enzymes, by the enzymes what are the chemical reactions are occurs in the fertilization time, that we call as a sperm lysins. Okay, you should be remember, right? Here see now, by the insemination sperm cell released into the vagina, now it is moving towards our fallopian tube for fertilization. By the 14th day of the menstruation cycle, ova also released. That released ova moves and present at the place of the isthmus ampullary place. That process conceptions we see. Okay, now plasma, that sperm cell moving very fastly, rapidly and reach the fallopian tube for fertilization. Then plasma membrane of the sperm cell attaching with that egg, secondary oocyte. When that secondary oocyte contact with the sperm cell, up to that secondary oocyte arrested in that place of in the stage of cell division, meiosis to metaphase, then it will be activated. By the entry of a sperm cell. Okay, after the entry of the sperm cell into the female egg, okay, or female gamete, now some of the reactions will occur around the secondary oocyte. Those reactions we called as a cortical reactions. I think so this color is not visible to you, Nana. Pointer place I mentioned cortical reactions. What is that cortical reactions? What is their significance? We want to discuss. See, cortical reactions means when the male gamete fusion with female gamete, okay, after the fusion of the both male and female gametes, plasma membranes, now they are releasing which one, the female gamete plasma membranes are releasing the some of the cortical enzymes. By that enzymes, zona pellucida become a hardens. Zona pellucida becomes a hard, okay, more thick and then more strengthy. So it become a more hard. By the hardening of the zona pellucida, it preventing the entry of the additional sperm. That mean here one male person release the millions of the sperm cell into the female genital tract. From that millions of the sperm cells, some more number of sperm cells having by the motility nature, it will reach the fallopian tube for fertilization of one egg. Here only one egg is there. For fertilization of that one egg, millions of sperm cells are ready. But here when the one sperm cell is enter the inside of the female gamete, automatically here no need not of remaining sperm cells. Okay, so remaining sperm cells are trying to enter the inside of the secondary oocyte, but that is preventing by these enzymes, zona pellucida enzymes. That zona pellucida enzymes wise, that zona pellucida becomes a more harder. So it preventing the additional entry of the additional sperms. That means nothing but it preventing the polyspermy. So male gamete, only one male gamete fusion with one female gamete. Okay, that process we called as a monospermy. Here already I said acrosomal reactions. What is that acrosomal? Acrosomal onwards several enzymes are releasing. That enzymes play an important role in the several things formation or several degenerations of the some layers. What are that? Here in the second column bottom, hyaluronidase, one of the acrosomal enzyme kadanna. By the effect of the hyaluronidase, corona preventing enzyme, corona radiata, correct na? That is a one outer side layer of secondary oocyte. So when the sperm cell want to enter the inside of the secondary oocyte, first of all it want to cross the which layer? Corona radiata. For dissolving of these corona radii or penetrating of these corona radiata, these hyaluronidase enzyme will be helpful. Okay, next one is acrosin. These hyaluronidase, acrosin both are producing from the acrosome only. That acrosin dissolve the or digest the zona pellucida. Whether you remembered or not, last class in the third column I mentioned sperm cell diagram and then ovum diagram. That ovum diagram containing with two major layers. Secondary oocyte or egg or ovum is covered with one layer, that is inner layer, that is zona pellucida, outer corona radiata. Adika apparam outer side some of the cumulus layers also is there, but here fertilization time cumulation layers are not there. First outer side layer corona radiata, inner side zona pellucida. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಉಳ್ಳ ಜೋನಾ ಪೆಲಿಸಿಡಾಕ್ಕೆ ಉಳ್ಳ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ oocyte is there. In between the secondary oocyte and then zona pellucida, a small gap is there, that is a pre-vitelline space. Correct na? Okay, right. Why I said now you will get it clarity. See here by the acrosin enzyme, that zona pellucida will dissolve or creating the small hole. With the help of that small hole acrosome onwards, the sperm cell will enter the inside of secondary oocyte. Up to which part will enter? Up to mid-piece. Part of sperm cell will enter the inside of the secondary oocyte. Okay, tail will not enter. So whatever it is, only one single sperm fertilizing the one egg, that is a monospermy. So when that these sperm cell enter into the secondary oocyte, that secondary oocyte is activated. Up to that it is in deep sleeping, nothing but just like thinking as like a estivation or hibernation estivation time, how organisms are having showing the deep sleeping, like that inactive condition, like that these secondary oocyte also in the process of oogenesis it is arrested at the place of the meiosis 2 metaphase. So by the entry of the sperm cell it will activate, then that continues their meiosis 2 process, cell division. By the completion of the meiosis 2 division, secondary oocyte will followed by the 2 cells. I mean secondary oocyte produce the 2 cells. In that one big cell, one small cell. One big cell name second polar body or third polar body, and then small cell name is a oocyte. That oocyte only act as a real female gamete. Name is oocyte. Okay, now in this situation I will be recall how many number of polar bodies are produced, how many number of female gametes are produced in the oogenesis. Here one mother cell, one spermatogonial mother cell onwards, oogonia. One oogonia undergoes several changes in the oogenesis. In that one meiosis division will complete. By the one meiosis division, one polar body, one primary oocyte will form. That primary oocyte continues, secondary oocyte will form. Primary oocyte onwards, one secondary oocyte, one polar body will form. These polar body, these secondary oocyte both are undergoing meiosis 2. By the completion of the meiosis 2, polar body onwards, two polar bodies will produce. Secondary oocyte onwards, one polar body, and then one real gamete of female, that is nothing but oocyte. Nothing but oocyte. Okay, so totally one primary oocyte. One primary oocyte onwards, 4 cells will form. In the 4 cells, 3 are polar bodies, only gamete. 3 are polar bodies, one only gamete. That concept you should be remember. In the oogenesis process, how many eggs are producing, how many polar bodies are produced means 3 polar bodies with 1 egg. Okay, 1 ovum. That is the thing. Then next I will explain simply. In this sexual determination, why we want to discuss now mean fertilization. Fertilization time, okay, male gamete, female gamete fusion to each other. After fertilization, zygote will form. These words already previously we seen, okay, in the earlier classes. Now the developing baby, what is their sex? I mean, inside of the mother uterus, how baby sex determination will happen? Because of sex determination happened at the time of the fertilization time. Here how that sex determination is happens. See, here male or females both are having the 23 pairs of chromosomes. 23 pairs of chromosomes. A corner of the board, Nana. Corner. Okay. See, 23 pairs of chromosomes are 46 chromosomes. Okay. But here that total chromosomes are classified into the 2 groups. One is autosomes, another one is allosomes. First 22 chromosomes are autosomes, another chromosomes, last chromosome allosome. Correct na? Now in that 22 pairs of chromosomes, okay, not yet involving in the any sex determination. The last chromosome irukna, the last chromosome allosome. If you see in that allosome in the male, that is XY, and then if it is female, XX. Okay, for understanding wise I mentioned here in shortcut form. In male AAXY, in female AAXX. Okay, now these male onwards, by the meiosis, diploid condition cells onwards, it want to produce a haploid condition sperm cells. So by the meiosis, chromosomal number will reduce. So meiosis wise, here 1 spermatogonia onwards, 4 sperm cells. Now for understanding wise I mentioned like this. AX, some of the sperm cells are containing with AX. A is autosomes, X is a sexual chromosome. As like here in male, another some sperm cells AY by segregation. Okay, by segregation process, some of the sperm cells AX, some of the sperm cells AY. As like in female AAXX, autosomes and allosomes. So when there is segregating of all the chromosomes, 23 pairs of chromosomes, AX type of gametes will produce, ovas will produce. For your convenience, our convenience, here AA, BB, CC, DD, these are the autosomes. Last one chromosome, one pair of chromosome XY. As like here AA, BB, last XX, it is a female. Segregation wise, this side some of the sperm cells, this side some of the sperm cells. 50% of the sperm cells are containing with the X chromosome, 50% of the sperm cells are having the Y chromosome. That only here I mentioned in shortcut form. Okay, AX, AY. 50% gametes are AX condition and 50% gametes are AY condition. Now these 2 type of gametes are if fertile, the one type of egg that it containing the chromosomal nature AX condition. AX condition. If AX containing sperm cell fertile, that AX gamete of female that belongs to female. A Y containing sperm cell is fertile na, it will become to male, that fetal become to male. So sex determination depends upon the which sperm cell is fertile, that ova, fertile that ova. Based on that sex determination will causes. Okay, in this video we discussed about copulation, coitus, insemination, and then capacitation process, and fertilization and sexual determination. In the continuation video, very important, a little bit confusable concept that will regarding to the development of human being. That means after fertilization, what is happened in the mother uterus, that and all we will learn in the next videos. Okay, right. Thank you.